Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday team day for me. Who else is having a fabulous week? I got to start physical therapy this week. It's not an enjoyable experience simply because I have to go to physical therapy first thing in the morning and then go to work all day. But I'm smiling. All right. So welcome. This is your first time hanging out here live. I'd like to say hello. Hola. I'm Jacqui. Every Tuesday, I do a live Google Hangout. And I do that so then that way I can connect with all of you amazing people out there because I love you. And I love being able to network and share with all of you. So you can share along in my journey, have fun with me. I've met some really amazing peoples out there. Okay. We there? My Google is having a moment. So hope it's not glitching on you. It's looking a little glitchy from my point of view. Anyway, we'll continue. All right. So again, thank you for joining live. If you're watching via playback, thank you for watching via playback. But know that you can join live every single Tuesday at 9:15 Central Standard Time. All you gotta do is send me a message, or you can find me on Google+, and that way you can connect with me, and I can make sure that you get the link for the weekly hangout. But go ahead, subscribe, share. Feel free to do whatever you'd like to do. And as always, chime in with what's working for you, because I love getting to talk to you guys too. I'm going to go ahead and continue on with what I started last week, and that was with my Jacqui's Top 5. So we'll be doing that at the end, so stick around for Jacqui's Top 5. It's a new edition. I just started it last week. This week, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about two different things. So I wanted to talk about, of course, the holiday season. Oh my goodness, guys. If you guys are not ready for this holiday season, we are going to get you ready for this holiday season because it is going to be amazing. Amazing. But along with all of the talk about the holidays and working into the holidays, I wanted to talk a little bit about how you connect with your customers. So I guess my first question is, all of you out there, do you connect with your customers by building relationships, or do you connect with them just through sales? So show of hands, and we're going to do Scout's Honors here. Who connects via relationships? Who likes to make relationships with their customers? Who's doing it just to get sales? It's okay if you're raising your hands. It's fine. We don't see you. But I will say, and I'll kind of take a quote and then bend it around what I want to say right now. And I'm going to take a quote that says, sales are for today and relationships are for forever. And that's a quote it's a play on a quote from my superstar director, the amazing Tracy DeMario. And she has always said, when she talks about recruiting and building your team, that yes, it's great to have those customers who order from you on a consistent basis, and it helps you with your personal sales and your monthly PRV. But wouldn't you rather, have them join your team. And a lot of people get very nervous at that concept because at first they're like, oh, but if she joins my team or he joins my team, then I'm not going to be able to get those sales every month. And they order consistently from me, like X amount of dollars every single month. And I count on those every single month. What am I going to do? That's great if you're looking to just do this for sales. But if you, my friends, are looking to build Scentsy as a business, then you need to be thinking about building your team. And so that's why she says sales are for today. Recruiting is for forever, because recruiting, obviously, building your team is going to do you better in the long run, right? Because that's going to be how you promote and how you really work at it. So I kind of took her quote and it kind of meshed it into mine. So sales are for today, relationships are for forever. And that's simply because, yes, I can make a blind sale from someone who finds me randomly through the consultant finder or whatever and orders off my website and does a sale with me. And that's great. And maybe I never even speak with them again. Right? They either found a different consultant that they know or that lives closer to them or something, and they decided to go with them rather than, me, this random person that they ordered from. However, if I'm building relationships with my customers, then what's going to happen and I'm going to use this as a prime example, because we had, and I'll just be frank and honest, we had a lot of people flipping out before the current catalog that we're in, fall and winter 2015. Right before this catalog dropped, I keep hearing these weird, my computer's making weird noises. I hope it's not my internet. I apologize if it's bouncing for you. But anyway, so right before the catalog dropped, we get sneak peeks as consultants. We do before big stuff like this happens. So before the big catalog reveal happened, we had people not only at convention, or our family reunion, which is where they will actually show all the brand new products right before they show us the catalog. So we have people there taking pictures, and then of course they're uploading them or doing videos about all the new products. And like I said, I'm going to be frank and honest with you guys. We had people flipping out as they were like, oh my gosh, these people are sharing everything. And now all of my customers know all about the brand new catalog, and we were currently in the spring and summer catalog. So now what do I do? This is killing me in my sales. But you know what? I will say I have customers, and I like to refer to them more as friends. But I have those people who are my friends, but they buy from me. And these people, what they ended up doing is they actually ended up, when they would see the catalog, they would message me. And they'd be like, hey, Jacqui, I just saw this. Oh my gosh, is this really what is about to come out? Yes, it is. I can't wait to share it with you, but I'm waiting until the catalog gets a little bit closer before I do. Or, some of them, if they were a host, I'd give them like a real sneak peek. We're going to flip around here. You guys are going to get a little tour because I think my Surface here was dinging at me because I think my battery was about to die. So I'm going to plug this in just in case my battery tries to die. So sorry. Okay, there we go. That was fun. Now I'm tied to a cord. Oh well, I guess we're sticking here. That's fine. You know what? Because it's Scentsy, and that's how I roll. Not really. I don't know why my battery died. I honestly really didn't even use my Surface very much today. But sometimes what happens, I'm going to grab my agenda. Sometimes what happens is that my the case that I carry my Surface in, yeah, I got a bad back, so I'm going to sit on a pillow. Just get comfy cozy. Sorry, the lighting may not be as good over here, so whatever. Anyway, so those relationships, because I have built those relationships with my customers, that's what my customers were doing. My customers were reaching out to me when they saw pictures of things being posted. And that's simply because I've built those relationships, right? I've built those relationships. They were coming back to me, even though they were seeing it on other people's pages. So by making those relationships with your customers, not only are you gaining amazing friends by doing that, but you are gaining true loyal customers. So that's my tip for you. And when you have those customers, what do? Are you really taking care of your customers? Please say yes. I want everybody raising their hands right now. Sorry, I feel like the lighting is like absolutely horrible. If I wasn't connected to a cord, I'd do something about it. You want to make sure that you're keeping them updated, right? And we're keeping them updated by maybe you do a group newsletter once a month and send it out to all your customers. You could do that. Remember those free sites? We've got madmimi.com and mailchimp.com. So it's madmimi, MADMIMI.com. Or the one that I personally use is MailChimp, and it's MailChimp. MailChimp, like the monkey, like a chimpanzee, right? I like MailChimp. No personal preference because they're basically both the same, the two. But I kind of started by using MailChimp. Oops, sorry. I started using MailChimp, and so I just kind of stuck with it. Honestly, I have no better answer for it than that. So maybe you do a group newsletter and you do it that way and get the news out about what's going on. Maybe you're a phone person. So maybe that means that you hop on the phone and you're like, hey, OMG, guess what came out? Or guess what's gonna come out? Or did you know that the harvest catalog is out right now? You've got to look at this. We've got to meet up, or I've got to send this to you. You might be doing mail outs. You know, I'm big on my mail outs. Maybe if we're lucky, I'll be getting Scent and Warmer of the Month, and I'll have it in time for next week, and we can talk about mail outs next week. That's what I really want to do. But we'll see how it goes. We're going to play it by ear. I'm not going to get too excited yet. So maybe it's mail outs that you're doing to keep them in the know. And it doesn't just have to be with samples. It can be mailing the catalog out, mailing the flyers when they become available, mailing those guys out. See, everything's over here at my desk, which is where it should be. My physical therapist is going to hate me. Now, this is obviously not a requirement. None of these are a requirement. Suggestions is what they are. I have a Facebook fan page. Some people do a group and do it that way. Whatever floats your boat. You guys know me, and my policy is this is your business. You work it however you'd like to work it. As long as you're within compliance, do what works for you. For me, a Facebook fan page is just what I had done. I never started with a group. I never created a group page and did it that way. I do know people who have group pages and use it for their customers, and they have great success with it and wonderful things. I've just always done the fan page, and I have success with my fan page. So again, whatever's working for you. But I think either one, whether it's a group or whether it's a fan page, I really don't know if you get better interaction one versus the other. I really don't. You could probably analyze it and do a poll of all Scentsy consultants and ask them. I don't know. But I will say that it really gives a good centralized location, because that's truly what it all boils down to. So at the end of the day, whichever one of these things, and maybe it's a combination of all of them. Mine is somewhat a combination of all of these things. That's what I do to get the word out of what's happening and what's going on, so my customers know what is going on. I do a combination of all of those things, because if nothing else, you need to be able to give them one centralized location to be able to get the latest Scentsy news. So whatever that happens to be for you, whichever format, or maybe it's a combination like mine, figure out a method that's going to work and do it, and be consistent with it, because consistency is key in all of this. Okay. If you continue to do it, they will expect it. They will know what to expect, and they're going to wait for it. And trust me, if you're late, they're going to let you know. Like the few times that I'm late getting my samples out to the post office, trust me, my sample people let me know. They're like, Jacqui, I haven't gotten it yet. And sometimes I have to say that my mail, I don't know. I had a weird thing with my mail. I don't know what went on with my mail. I don't know if it was a holiday that screwed it up, or if it was because I actually dropped them off at the outside mailbox. Normally I go in, because I am mailing a whole bunch of stuff. So sometimes normally I go in and I use the kiosk and do it all in there. But this time I actually did all of my postage at home. And so I just drove through and put it in the outside box. I don't know what it was. But anyway, I had a delay. And then what I want to talk about, kind of hand in hand with all of that, is, are you putting out what you want out there? So when I say that, it's, are you putting out the image that you want to portray out there? Because like we've talked about before in the past, and you've probably heard from your upline or your Scentsy consultant friends, the people that you network with, is that you become your brand with Scentsy. Yes, we're Scentsy and we represent Scentsy Corporation as a whole, right? But that's why I think it is so, so, so important to be the face of Scentsy for your customers. So that means your face in a lot of ways. So on your website, you don't look like the Goldsmith warmer. So make sure that you're getting on there and you're putting your picture in place of the Goldsmith warmer. Please. If you can or like to, I suggest trying to put it on your business cards. You become your brand, okay? So you need to be putting out there into the world what you want your brand to look like, right? Do you want it to look like an upbeat and happy and exciting place to be? Yes. Nod your head. Yes. That's exactly what you want. Okay. You don't want to be the negative Nelly who's always complaining. It's always this. It's always a horrible day. It's raining. I'm so mad. They didn't have my cereal when I went to the store and the line was so long, and I couldn't find a parking spot. And we all have bad days, and it doesn't mean that we can't rant and we can't be moody sometimes, because we all are. Let's be true and honest with each other. I think we're close enough as friends now. But you have to really, really, really make sure that you are equaling that out. Okay. Do not let your negative become more than your positive. Okay. Never. Same concept with your Facebook page in and of itself. If you do Facebook or any kind of social media, you don't want to overwhelm your friends and everybody with all selling posts. Okay. There's different ways that you can talk about Scentsy without straight up selling it to somebody. Okay. Maybe it's showing off your warmer in your house, or talking about how you had a really long day and you came home and you put in Zen Garden in your warmer and you were just like, oh, suddenly my day is better. So it's those kinds of posts that you're not continuously selling. Okay. So make sure that you're not overwhelming people, because you don't want to be perceived as a salesperson, right? No. Shake your head no. So try and put it in perspective. What would you like to see if that person was your Scentsy consultant? Maybe you put yourself in their shoes. You're not the consultant. You are the customer. What would you like to be seeing from them? What would you appreciate? What would you expect? And all in all, my motto, my true motto is be you, whatever that is. And it took me a really long time with my Scentsy to come to that conclusion, because I truly thought that I had to be this, I had to stay within the lines over here. And the only way for me to have success with Scentsy was to stay within these lines and not veer outside of them. Once I kind of opened myself up to just being me, because, I'm not the home party gal. I don't do a whole lot. I have 3 home parties this month, guys. 3. And the last time I did a home party was last November. Okay, but I have 3, and that's awesome. But I wasn't fitting into the typical mold of a Scentsy consultant, where I did home parties and events and worked my business that way. No, I did my business through social media, and that's how I worked my business, and long distance. And that's how I worked my business. And that's how I still work my business. I still have my local customers, but in all honesty, the majority of my customer base is all out of state. The majority of my team is all out of state. I spread myself out through social media, and that's just because it's just kind of what works for me and was successful for me. And that was me. That was just my niche. And that's what fell into and became my Scentsy business. Okay. So whatever that is for you, that's what you need to focus on. So look at your strengths. What are you good at? Are you good at the social media thing? Are you good at home parties? Are you good at just talking to people on the phone? Are you the person who can get on the phone and just like talk for 45 minutes? Why not talk for 45 minutes about Scentsy to people? Start calling up your customers. What are you doing? There are no rules. Okay. Yes, there are. We have to remain within compliance with certain things. There are some rules with Scentsy, some compliance things that we have to do and we need to be aware of. But in all honesty, this is your business. So whatever that means for you, if you're the event girl, if you're guy or girl, or the home party person, or the social media person, or the person who just collects, orders from all of their customers and friends all month long, and you submit one huge party every month, and that's just all that you do. That's awesome. Okay. Whatever it is, figure it out and do it. So let's get into the holiday season, because this is very exciting for me. Okay. So currently we have the Harvest Collection. Bam! Harvest Collection. We love Halloween in my house. So I have already decorated out in my living room for Halloween. I don't care if it's early. I just don't. I like it. I also decorate early for Christmas. I don't want to hear about it. It's just what I do. I love this time of year. It's truly my favorite time of year. And so because it's me, that's me, and that's who I am, I'm going to be true to me, and that's what I'm going to be. So our Harvest Collection is out right now. So if you haven't yet gone into the Scentsy Family Store, you can. You can go into the Scentsy Family Store and you can order your flyers. You get a pack of 25 of these flyers for $3. Okay, 25 for $3. They are very cute. They're very colorful. As you can see, it shows off all of the products. I think they're really, really great. And these are also really awesome to put in at the Scentsy Family Store. And I'm putting that, it's actually in my basket right now in the Scentsy Family Store. The clear, they're the catalog envelopes. I don't know if that's their exact official name, but they're the clear catalog envelopes for mailing. Clear mailing envelopes. I don't know. Look in the fall products. You'll see it. but they're clear envelopes, and they fit the size of a catalog, but it can also, of course, fit the size of a flyer. And so, of course, it's going to be less shipping or less postage, because look at how light this thing is. I don't even know how much it weighs, but I guarantee you can put one stamp on it and it'll mail out. I did see one of the directors in my big extended Scentsy family. She took, and it wasn't with the flyers, but it was actually with the monthly special flyer. And what she did is, my physical therapist hates me. I hope she doesn't watch my videos. I'm totally getting yelled at on Thursday. She took the monthly special flyers, okay? And what she did is she actually made a label. So printed out like a label for the front, so just like she was mailing it like an envelope. Put a address label on it for who she was mailing it to, put the return address on label on it, and then she took some washi tape because it's repositionable. She took some washi tape and washi taped around the outside of the flyer like so, and she mailed it with a stamp, and it went. She actually contacted her customers to make sure it was going to go, and it did. It got to them just fine. I thought that was really, really cool. So you could try and do that with the harvest flyers if you'd like. I would think that it would work. I mean, if it worked for her sending these out, I don't see why it wouldn't work doing the same thing for this. So that would save you even trying to find an envelope. But, you know, if you're in the Scentsy Family Store and ordering these, just order one pack of those clear envelopes. Trust me, you're going to love them. And I guarantee you, you'll probably find more uses for them than just mailing. But you want to make sure that you are letting people know that the items that are in the harvest brochure or the harvest collection are while supplies last. And I will say that the holiday and seasonal warmers and products do tend to go fast. So as we get closer to the actual holiday, trust me, these are going to start going before we know it. So that's why it's very important. And like last week, it was in my top 5 to check your news tab. Check your news tab, because that's where you're going to get the most latest and greatest information about what is on back order or what's sold out, things like that. You're going to be able to find that information very quickly, so you can let your customers know as soon as possible what is gone. So one thing that my director likes to talk about is when you're taking orders for collections like this that are while supplies last, sometimes it's really good to, when your customers, maybe if you're at a home party and, you know, obviously you can't be in real time most times and be on your news tab and getting orders. And, you know, by the time you get home, maybe it's too late. So you need to wait until tomorrow morning to enter it. And maybe something sells out. So what she will suggest is to have her customers go in and actually pick a number 2 backup. So like maybe they want the haunted house warmer that's here on the front. And they're like, yeah, that's my number 1 choice. And you say, okay, well, just in case that one's sold out, what would be your number 2 choice? And maybe they would say, well, I know that would be mine. The Nevermore wrap warmer. That would be my number 2 choice. So if this one's sold out, I'll take this one. And then what happens? So if you get home and it's too late and you can't get on and enter the order, and you enter it the next morning and haunted house is sold out, that's okay, because your customer is already up to speed, right? Your customer already knows that it was a possibility that one might be gone. So she's okay if she ends up getting this because that one was sold out. So you don't have to call her and track her down and be like, oh my gosh, haunted house sold out. I'm so sorry I didn't stay up and I didn't put the order in last night and they sold out. And do you remember, was there another one on there that you really liked? And by that time, what happens? They're annoyed, they're let down, they're disappointed. I don't like spammers, people. I don't like you. If you're going to spam me, I don't. I think it's very, very, very rude. Anyway. All right. So we're going to sign in. And what you're going to want to do is go to the Scentsy Family Store. And in the Scentsy Family Store, you're going to go to Party and Business Supplies. And this is the page where you can actually order. So here, right here is the harvest brochure. You'll see those. You can get those for, like I said, $3 for 25. And here is our amazing holiday brochure, $3 for a pack of 25. It's fantastic. I don't want to spill the beans just yet because we are very, very early. And yes, the majority of you may be consultants who are watching, but some of you may not be. So I just want to make sure that I don't spill the beans and make sure that we actually have keep it all together. Okay, we're gonna keep it all together. We don't want anybody to know yet. So otherwise I would show you, but this is where you can actually order them. So it's really, really awesome. I think it's great. I'm super excited for it personally. There it is. So there's your sneak peek. So if you haven't done so, there you go. You can go there, or you can go to Home tab. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Go to resources. And right here is where you're going to see the holiday collection. You can click on that. That will open a PDF, and that will actually show you everything that is in the holiday catalog. And oh, I'm so excited. I am so excited. It's amazing. So that's that. Oh my goodness. It's just fantabulous. Fantabulous. It's so nice. So nice. Okay. So finding my windows here. Okay, I'm back. So we've got that. Again, those are only going to be while supplies last too. So that's another thing. As soon as I hop off of here, like I said, in my Scentsy Family Store shopping cart, I already have a couple items. I do have a couple packs of those ready to go. So I'm going to finalize that order because I'm going to get those out and get those headed my way because I cannot wait to get those to my customers. But the holiday collection catalog is going to be available starting October 1st. So starting October 1st is when we can start selling the items in that. The ones in the harvest collection, so the Halloween warmers, these are all available now. And again, while supplies last, say it with me, while supplies last. The holiday, like I said, it will start October 1st. And of course, again, will run until supplies last or until the end of the catalog, whichever comes first. Then we want to talk about booking parties, right? Because is your calendar full? If not, it totally needs to be. Go look at that holiday flyer if you haven't yet, and you're going to see why it needs to be, okay? Because there's some amazing things on there. But I think the holiday, this time of year, so anytime between September and December, is the absolute perfect time to have theme parties. Have some theme parties. I want to live vicariously through you guys. I would love to hear what your theme parties are and what they're all about because I don't do a whole lot of home parties, as you know. I'm hoping to maybe start changing that because now that I've got some going on now, oh my gosh, my computer. Sorry, guys. Just one moment. Wow. I totally just had a spammer on my Google Hangout. That has never happened. It doesn't surprise me, to be completely honest with you. It doesn't surprise me. But that is the first time I have ever had that happen. So anyway, blocked spammer. You are officially blocked. So that's what that beeping was. But I want to live vicariously through you guys. I want to see what kind of theme parties you guys are doing, because I think theme parties are awesome this time of year. Hello. You can do a play on the ugly sweater thing for the holidays. And a really fun theme is to do the ugly candle party. So instead of ugly sweater, doing ugly candle. Everybody brings an ugly candle, right? Like a wick candle that is ugly, right? It's got the soot all around the top of the rim. That's a fun party to do. Of course, you can still do like an ugly sweater party. That's always fun too. So do that. And that's a really fun way to be able to book up your calendars. So you want to, and it's always fun too, to do some pre-booking and book ahead. And what I like to say is to top heavy your calendar. So try and book or fill up the first half of your month the soonest. That way, what happens? So like right now, it's the 15th of the month. So if I had already had my home parties, I could kind of gauge to see where I'm at with sales to know, oh my gosh, maybe some of my parties just totally just didn't do anything. And that happens. It does. It happens. And it's okay. It's all right. Because the simple fact of the matter is, if you're filling your calendar and doing it top heavy, which is what I like to say, so filling it up towards the beginning of the month. So if those parties had already happened and they kind of flopped and they didn't turn out very well, then I still have like 2 more weeks to be able to go, all right, I'm kicking it into gear. This is what I'm going to do for the rest of the month. And then come up with a whole new plan, right? A whole new outlook, because I don't want to completely ruin my month. So we can do that. You want to make sure that you are getting yourself prepared with the system, because trust me, the holiday season is going to be busy. You are going to be busy, okay? Wait until you see this holiday collection. If you haven't looked at it yet, you are going to be selling a lot of items as gifts. Mark my words, you are. Everyone that I know in my family is totally getting. And you want to remind them why Scentsy is good to give as a gift. Why is it great to give as a gift? Excellent question. I am so glad you asked me. Well, first of all, we have a lifetime warranty. Hello. There's not a whole lot of things that you can go and buy someone that are going to have a lifetime warranty. For example, even my Surface tablet here that I'm using doesn't have a lifetime warranty. I was able to buy extra to buy an extended warranty on it, but it certainly does not cover it for life, right? If something electrical goes wrong and this thing just fries and I'm past my warranty, I'm just past my warranty. That means I got to go out and buy a whole new model. But we have a lifetime warranty on our warmers. Now, of course, if they're walking and moving it to another room and it drops and it falls, not covered under lifetime warranty. But if for some reason the electrical concept goes awry and just doesn't work, all you have to do is contact your Scentsy consultant, any Scentsy consultant if you don't have one currently, and they will actually replace that for you. If that warmer is no longer available, then what they end up doing, 9 times out of 10, what they end up doing is they will end up giving you a warmer of equal value of the warmer that you had. So maybe you have a warmer that was like really old and it's totally out of date. We no longer carry that one. They would still take care of you and honor the warranty. You just wouldn't be able to get the same warmer. So that would be the one drawback as to that part of it. But another reason is that once they have even just one warmer, all they have to do from here on out is just buy wax. And if they're buying it from their local Scentsy consultant, the lovely Scentsy consultant that they have and they love, then they're getting it in really great ways. They're buying it in the combine and save options, things like that, and they can get it fairly reasonable. Even if they're just buying one bar at a